Okay, why do I want to do an apprenticeship? Well, let's talk about what apprenticeships actually are, because apprenticeships are not what everybody used to think they were, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Everyone had a pretty different perception of apprenticeships, myself included. So when I was at school, apprenticeships were always sort of painted as a negative alternative to university, when that's completely not the case at all. Apprenticeships are, to me, the future of education, or the future of entering work for young people, because from what I can see, university is not sustainable and it's not a very proactive way of getting people into work, because they end up in a lot of debt and they may not be able to pay that debt off. So therefore, what is the actual value creation offered by university is fairly low, I think, in comparison to apprenticeship. I'm going to insert a clip here of Sophie Adelman, who is the co-founder of WhiteHat, speaking about why university isn't really the most practical solution to the future of work all the way into a career.
And I think this is an important point, that the current system of having everybody go to university both dilutes the value proposition of university, cuts out many people from accessing the top jobs, but also is unsustainable, and it's basically not right.
Back in the day, we used to think apprenticeships were only in like more construction-based things, but now you can do apprenticeships in almost anything, and apprenticeships are a much more proactive way, I think, of getting yourself into a job, because you can actually train on the job. You're not just there doing work experience, you're not just there to, make coffee or something like that. You're there and you're also being paid and you're also training, and all the benefit you get from the training, you then put back into the company, because you're giving them all your insights or using all your skills to benefit them. So apprenticeships work really well for businesses and for the apprentice, which I think is really cool. And in terms of what I think about the future a lot, because I'm really interested in technology like blockchain and cybersecurity and all these different areas in tech. And I think that to enter areas in tech, it's better, I think, to do apprenticeships, because they give you that on-the-job experience and that company experience that you need. Because applying theory to a situation where, like say in digital marketing, when you have to run an ad campaign or do analytics, it's going to be in a live situation, or work on a live brief in advertising, for example, it's going to be a live situation. So imagine not having the experience of that and then going into a job and then not knowing. And I think as an alternative to university, apprenticeships have always been stigmatized, and I really hope that now the tide is finally turning away from that, because I don't think that's the case with them. I think that in like 5 years' time, more people will be doing apprenticeships than going to university, because it just seems like it should be more average. Nowadays, most people go to university, and I think only 6% every year do apprenticeships. So really, it should be a more equal split than that. But apprenticeships are really diverse, because you can do them in so many different jobs, just different job roles and different companies. So it's not going to be the same as anyone else's apprenticeship. So to me, that's providing a really, unique economy, because of things like automation in the future and all these different things we're going to have to deal with tech adoption. I think that apprenticeships are the best way to get your foot in the door. I really hope that young people think about apprenticeships more. I'm really putting that out there on my own blog and social media. I started my own social enterprise or organisation, EDIFYLDN or EDIFYLDN, and our aim is to provide edification and really encourage and educate young people in technology and the effects it will have on their lives. So if you're in school now, like when those who are in primary school now grow up, the jobs that they will do don't exist yet. Because in the digital sector, so many different jobs are being created right now. So it's a shame that not many people are aware of this, and that's why I founded Edify, to hopefully counteract that. And as part of my work with Edify, I manage the social media, and we tweet a lot about events and tech events and just generally motivational stuff, because we want people to be motivated and not demotivated when it comes to education. We want people to be having something to strive for and not thinking that they have to buy their education, which is unfair to those who can't afford to go to university. That's why I founded it. Apprenticeships are the future. University can work for some people, but not for everyone, and it's unfair that everyone should be expected to go when not everyone can. And yeah, I hope that made sense, and that's definitely a big reason why I want to do an apprenticeship instead of going to university. Thanks for watching.